That was insane. That was insane. I don't know if you guys are watching. Boots Ennis just knocked out Usman Lima in what, 90 seconds? That was literally a steamroll. My man got steam rolled. You know what's going to be crazy now, guys? Is you know what's going to happen in boxing. Now, everybody, and maybe rightfully so, everybody is going to now say Jaron Ennis is the best fighter in the world. His fan base is going to double or triple. There's going to, and this is the outcome of, when guys prove their hype to be true. But then, probably this was the only way that he was going to win and people wouldn't hate. You know what I'm saying? People will still hate. They'll still say that Lima was Lima and he was kind of a scrub. And then the people saying that, trying to diminish the victory. Daniel Vega, what's up, guys? How you doing? And, mate, it was impressive. Steam rolled him. He destroyed him, sir. And they're going to say he can crush it. That's exactly what they're going to say. He didn't even break a sweat, guys. Boots didn't even break a sweat. Very impressive performance. You know what I mean? So you could say super impressive. I'm going to see if I'm trying my best not to get flagged here. It just happened. So they're not going to show any highlights. As it comes, I'll play it. If you guys haven't watched it live, it's on, we were streaming it on DAZN. I'll let this simmer, and then we'll talk a little bit about our day. Of all the picks that I picked and bet on, I missed on one. It was a bad read on my end with Dave Allen. Makhmudov fought great. Makhmudov was just the better guy, and he was an underdog. He's a big dog, so it was worth the risk. I was spot on with Bilal Fawaz. I told you guys all week. Bilal Fawaz at $3.25. I thought that line was off. All week I said take Guido. I said that the bookies got Guido wrong. I thought that line was off, so we hit on that. Josh Padley made me nervous, but Padley did what we thought Padley was going to do. We hit on our prospect parlay, but we missed on our long parlay. Josh Palmieri got that ass beat. Josh Palmieri was a 12-1 favorite and lost every round. So those are the only misses. Everything else came through. Like I said, the big ones were the underdogs. Zaquan Moses won. The Guido looked great, though, guys. Guido Vianella looked great. He fought with a chip on his shoulder. And, it's exactly what we thought. He was just levels above. Resumes matter, especially at the high end. When we were breaking down tape on Guido's opponents, it was just evident, he hadn't fought anybody. Yeah, they're not going to post anything yet. Jesus Christ, man. That was a whitewash. That was insane. And we'll just leave it at that as you guys are checking it out, see what time it is. Use Lima, Guido. What did you guys hit? Let me know what you what the move was today. Julius Makhmudov saved the day. There you go. See, Guido saved my day on a regular one-off. But yeah, I took Dave Allen. Bad, it went the distance. Makhmudov, like I said, was just a better boxer. Boots is on the mic right now. Let's see something real quick. Everyone wants that AJ fight. It was interesting, though, mate. I like what I heard. I like the idea, Manny, of Guido versus AJ in the Roman Coliseum. You know what I'm saying? That kind of sounds fun. But you're right. Everybody wants that AJ fight, and why not? I'd love to see a fight or a fight card at the Coliseum. You know, just for out of the sheer sake of nostalgia and romanticism. It's the same reason I wouldn't mind seeing that UFC fight card at the White House for the same reason. It's pretty iconic. Julius says Boots versus Virgil, biggest American fight. 100%. I wouldn't even say biggest American fight. Boots versus Virgil would probably be the biggest fight in boxing. You know, I mean, what fight's bigger than that? Virgil has to get past Erickson Lubin. Boots is here now. Boots just made a statement, guys. Boots made a statement. Just just jumped out on him. You know what I'm saying? Explosive power, everything. Did Lima land a punch? How many punches did Lima land? Did he even land a punch? It was insane. All the boys who hit with Boots by stoppage, hats off to you. And I'm sure some people pick Boots by first round stoppage. He hurt him a couple different times. Yeah, Lima was out on his feet. It was a very impressive show. What's up, Skeezy in the house? Let me know how you did on the picks. Better be careful playing highlights and stuff on IG. Does IG Fresh BX does IG? I didn't know that. I don't think Instagram. I don't think sharing Instagram could get you copyright on YouTube. Does anyone know that for a fact? I don't think so. I think Instagram. I think social media sites like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. When you're live stream, I'm pretty sure all of that is fair use. But we'll see. Bob C says hit on Padley, Fawaz, Vianello, stupidly got talked in the back. Same, mate. Same. Bob C says hit on Padley, me too. Fawaz, same. Vianello, yep. Stupidly got talked into backing Allen. Hopefully, I wasn't the one to talk you into it because I told you guys I was backing Allen. But, it was a bad read on my end. Can't hit them all. You know what I'm saying? I do this for the love of the game. I do this for the fight fans. So I'm not going to be able to get everything correct. But, at least when you come to the page, I'm going to be putting in my work. Joshua versus Fury in 2026, biggest fight in all of boxing. Do you think that goes down? Do you think we see it? I'd like to see it. What did Mars say? Mars says, I said during the stream, I felt like it would go Ennis, Clayton, Castillo. Huh. That was crazy, man. I mean, you mix that performance by Boots with the performance we saw against Stanionis. This guy, I mean, what are you going to say now? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how people could even hate on him. The dude is super athletic, super talented, versatile. I mean, what are his holes what are his holes? If anything, people are going to say that the holes in his game are going to be, sometimes he might be a little leaky in his defense because he switches stances too much. But when you look at offensively and overall game, he doesn't have a lot of holes, man. He's tough to deal with. Skeezy Boots to win most punches thrown and most punches landed was 360. Nice. Build your own section. I didn't even know Sportsbet had to build your own section. Yeah, I got dusted on this. I took Boots in the over 7.5. Wrong again. Wrong again. He's articulating better in his post fight than the last few 47s. He probably, Fresh BX's point here. He's articulating better in his post fight than his last few fights at 47. I mean, probably because he's, not as dehydrated. The fight ended quicker. Your endorphins aren't going through the roof. His central nervous system isn't fried. That's what you want. 90 seconds of work. What do you get paid? A couple mil? That's what you want. I didn't bet any guys. I didn't bet on any UFC today, Manny. This is a passion project of mine. I have, a life outside of this. There was a lot of boxing on. I covered a lot of boxing this week, so I just didn't feel ethical sharing bets on the UFC in which I didn't tape anybody. So yeah, I didn't even place any bets on the UFC. Mateo, I was back in Fawaz for 2 weeks. Happy for him. He got the win. That's right. Yeah, I broke this down. I put it up. It's up on, the receipts are up. Stats don't lie. Watch my breakdown. I know a lot of the channels in my network, some of the guys I go live with, some guys, a lot of people were backing Starboy. I didn't see it. This played out. Bilal Fawaz played out exactly how I thought it played out. He had him hurt a couple different times. And then, the hats off to the young kid. He fought tough. He was gritty. He overcame a lot of adversity early. I just didn't think he'd have enough to deal with that sort of style from Bilal Fawaz and the psychology behind his style. The rematch, the fight week lead up, all that good stuff. And I thought the judges got it right. I do. Did Guido win? Yeah, Guido won by knockout. That's right. Guido won. Guido looked great, guys. I got to be honest with you. Guido looked great. He fought with a chip on his shoulder. He really did. He fought with something to prove. And that played out exactly how I predicted as well. I said that the best thing about Alexi Barrera is the fact that for the first 30 seconds of each round, Alexi is sharp, he's crisp, he's clean. His punches come at good angles, and he was game, a bit flat-footed. And the issue I have with Barrera is after literally almost every single round when I taped him, he starts falling apart a bit. His technique starts falling apart. He starts to fade a bit. And there were some really good exchanges. It was a really exciting fight while it lasted. Guido was too much. You break their resumes down going into the fight. You just see there's nobody on Alexi Barrera didn't fight anybody. And you look at, Guido was coming off that fight against Kiki Torres. Even though he lost, it was a good fight. Kiki, really highly touted prospect / contender in the American heavyweight landscape. I mean, Guido has a stoppage victory over Arslanbek Makhmudov, the guy who beat Dave Allen tonight. The stoppage victory, it was due to cuts, but it was still on the record, TKO KO. So, yeah, he has some class about him. Italian pedigree, Olympic. So, yeah, I thought the bookies got it wrong. All week, Guido was an underdog. And I was like, man, I think they got a bad read. So we were spot on that one. My 2-leg mention last stream hit. And congrats, brother. He said anybody can get it. The can man. Anybody can. The smallest fight scorecards were pathetic. I was out at a festival, so it's my Sunday. It is now, what time is it? It's Sunday at 2:12 p.m. During the Tamir Smalls fight, I was with my girlfriend at a little street fair. So the Discord was keeping me the Discord was keeping me occupied. Hey Discord boys, how about the drama in the Discord today? Surprised no one's brought it up yet. I'm surprised the Discord got controversial, boy. Just realized one of my parlays dropped by 900 because of Fedor and Fulton voids. Hold on. Is the Stephen Fulton fight off too? I didn't know this. Is Fulton and Shock off? Is Stephen Fulton and Shock Foster postponed? What did I miss? It says it's still on. I know that no shit. So are they just gonna redo the whole card, I guess? Fresh BX, appreciate you. Bob C. Guido, yeah, battle hard, and I agree. Do you think Sean Diaz won that 6-rounder against Thompson? And I didn't see it. Skeezy, haha, and that's the last time Muscles and Chilltown want to be on a live together. I don't know. I don't know have I ever gone live? I don't think I've gone live with Muscles and Chilltown. I've either gone live with Chilltown or I've gone live with Muscles. Look, they're both my boys. I'm boys with both of them. And that's how I roll. But what happened in there was some controversy. There was some controversy about sharing of a ticket that looked a little bit suspect. It looked a lot of suspect, the ticket. Her Muscles was post faking tickets. Damn, word spreads fast as shit, dude. You guys are wild. Yeah, word spreads fast as shit. It's crazy. Fake tickets. That's the Discord talk. Yeah. So what So what happened was what had happened was Hold up, boys. Let me show you something. I guess I could just pull this up and put this on the screen. Give me, yeah, man. Surely he didn't post fake. Nah, stay on. So I'm gonna pull up something real quick. So it was all about the Bilal Fawaz fight versus Starboy, and the whole controversy was the fact that when it hit, all the boys' tickets were showing, right, and then Muscles showed a ticket that looked that was literally identical to a ticket that he had shared before, and TJ called him out for it. And look, the intention by TJ. And this is I didn't even know this was going on. I was getting DM'd like effing crazy, right? And I had to I had to talk about it. And so TJ's intent for calling him out on this, and he brought up a good point to me because he was DMing me. He was like, "Look, Muscles comes on the streams, and and he's a professional boxing bettor, and people want to do that for a living." And he was like, if this shit's fake, you got to call people out for that. So I'll let you guys be the judge. I'll show you the ticket. I'll show you the ticket. So this post I'm going to show you, I'm going to minimize my big ass head. You guys could be the judge of this. I'll show you. So this is a message from Chilltown filling me in. The ticket on the left is what Muscles posted in the Discord as his winning Bilal Fawaz ticket. Okay. Okay, guys. So the ticket on the left, the small one that's like this, that's the original post from Muscles in my Discord. And I'll show you in a second. In a standalone message on Discord, Muscles posts that says ticket cost $20,000. And above it, he said, hit on Fawaz. Nobody thought anything of it. Then TJ shares this photo. This is the whole picture with a comment. And he said, wow, this looks exactly like a ticket that you posted 2 years ago with the same exact ticket cost, the same exact max win, the same exact max pay. And you see how the one on the left is edited and it's cropped. It's not zoomed in, it's cropped. And it goes way deeper than this. So this is the and then TJ's like, hold on. He's like, Bilal Fawaz was a dog. Bilal Fawaz was like a $3.25. It's like, if you would have bet 20 grand on Bilal, your return would have been more. And then Muscles' pushback said, no, I got it at the casino. The odds they were giving me was this. And I'll share that whole stream with you guys. So what do you guys make of it? Do you think that are those two separate tickets? Because the one on the right is from 2023. The one on the left is what he shared today. And I'll show you. And look, I'm still friends with me just pulling this up, just so you guys know. This is the type of friend I am, guys, by the way. I'm the type of friend, real quick, and you guys can talk shit about me. This is the type of teammate I was in college. This is the type of best friend I am. This is the type of brother I am. I'm ethical, right? So if I'm in a situation in life and somebody is going against either ethics or doing something that goes against my own ethic, I'm going to call you on it. It doesn't mean I hate you. It doesn't mean we're not friends, but this is my Discord group, and there's ethics on the line. There's accountability on the line. So I'm going to show you the thread. And what Julius said here, Julius says, my goal is to become a professional sports bettor. This is why I had to interject, because I wasn't going to say anything until Chilltown said this. He was like, Johnny, he was like, in a lot of these Discord groups, a lot of guys are working to become professional bettors. Muscles positions himself as a professional bettor, which I believe him. I mean, Muscles has no reason to lie. I didn't think so. And TJ was like, if we have to call this shit out, I have to call this out, because TJ put this shit on blast, sent me a DM and said, I'm sorry for blowing up the Discord. I didn't even know this shit was going on. I'm going to show you the thread. Because let's say, Julius wants to become a professional sports bettor, and you got guys who are saying they're professional sports bettors, and they're doing this. Could you guys see this? Okay, hold on. So the Discord is fucking popping right now. So it's gonna take me a while to go all the way up to this original. Okay, Chilltown. Yeah, there's currently our Discord's grown to we have about 250 people in our Discord. And during fights, it's anywhere between like 70 and 150 people. And the thing is, he kept doubling down on it. So, and he has no reason to lie. And the chat was just telling him. The chat was like, "Hey, Muscles, let me see the full ticket. Just post the full ticket." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it got super toxic. Dudes were talking shit. I'm just trying to find you the OG post. So you guys, full transparency, guys. Full transparency. So what I'm doing is trying to find you guys the original post right after Fawad won. And I didn't catch any of this live as it was happening. Okay, so he posts a video here. I know. Okay, so he starts doubling down. So we're almost there. We're almost there. And this is, this is kind of, if Muscles pops into the chat, this is also giving Muscles an opportunity to defend himself. So guys, I'm coming at it straight from the middle. I need, I'm sharing this with the chat. You guys need to know this. All right, here we go. All right. Do you guys see this? So we're almost there. The chat's crazy. We're almost there. Yeah, we gotta go. What's up, Breaking Bad? We need to clear the air on this shit. There's a lot of shit going down in our little boxing ethos, Breaking Bad. Okay, so what happened was, this is the David Allen fight. It's the very next. We're almost there, guys. Be patient with me. It's gonna get juicy as shit. This is me giving Muscles an opportunity as well to clear the air, and maybe TJ's off on this. Okay, round 3. I wish I knew. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I knew how to navigate this shit better. Here we go. Low blow. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So Bilal Fawaz just gets deemed the winner, right? Gets his hand lifted. All of these tickets are people with their bets. All-timer hit. Tie hit. Chilltown put 500 to win 1,800. GK hit. Kevo hit. Chilltown bet 1,000 to win 6,500. Okay, so now you're caught up. Okay, so everyone hit. Bilal Fawad just got called the winner. Everyone's posting their parlay, and this is how the Discord works, guys. If you guys aren't in the Discord, this is always this is the standard course. When the boys hit, we want to show receipts, right? We always show receipts, and because it's my because you guys come, I'm kind of the center point. My receipts are all out there, win or lose. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, boom, and this is the ticket that started it. Here's Muscles. This was his post. Thank you, Fawaz. That's it. That's his ticket. Does that ticket look legit? Does that ticket, is that a winning ticket? Does it say anywhere Bilal Fawaz? What do you guys make of this ticket? And here's the thing. So this was the OG ticket, and I'll spare you that. And then so the Dave Allen fight starts, and everybody's doing their live round betting. I'm not watching the Discord at the time. I'm out with my girl. The reason why if this is true, the reason why this is important if this is true is because, come on. So you want me to let it go? I just had to bring it up. He wants me to let it go. I'll let it go after this. So this was TJ's post. Exactly. I have to bring this up, Will. I had to just I couldn't not acknowledge this. It's in my Discord. Muscles has been on my stream before. I want to know if he's honest or not. He's always online. Exactly. He's always online saying it's. What do you guys make of this? Now he's a good dude. Muscle's my friend. Muscles is if Muscles wanted to come on, we could talk about it. I'm friends with both guys. I mean, you got what do you? This is and then why was this brought up in other Discords? DJ was this brought up in another Discord? Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. I talked about it. I brought it up. I showed you guys. You guys could do it, whatever you want to do with it. I wanted to have Muscles and TJ to come on, but yeah, we'll see. So this was brought up. DJ, did he share it in Gary's Discord too? Boston, Mikey, 20K on Fawaz doesn't win you 20K, it wins you like 35. In Boston, that was the whole chat. If I showed you the whole chat, TJ it went on for a while. I want to spare you guys, but sorry about that. It was the whole chat. Oh, it started in Gary's Discord. Pablo B, I just want to talk in here about yeah, all right, good. Well, we are talking about boxing, Pablo, but fake winner tickets when you got a big dog, when you got a guy who comes on your channel. I've platformed him before. I put him on my platform, and I just want to, I want to make sure that we got to hold each other accountable, guys. I mean, it might sound rudimentary or elementary, pick a better adjective, for guys to share winning tickets and they're fake, but not when you're trying to posture and position yourself as what Muscles does. And I just feel that we needed to have that chat. I took the Buckeyes at 14.5 OHIO. Julius, if betting was easy, sports books would be making billions. 100%. Guido, great call. I hit on that. Are we looking ahead yet, or we want? What was the biggest? I'm open to talk about whatever you want. 30 minutes in, I just guys had to do this and bring up the Discord chat. And like I said, if Muscles is watching this, if TJ's is watching this, still makes with both of them. But it was controversial in my Discord. Dudes were calling it, like people were I was kind of taken back with how just how certain folks were talking to each other too. I'm on my grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been on my grown ass man for like 20 years. And what I mean by that is there's just a way there's a way I feel that and it's how my channel operates, it's how my chat operates, it's how my Discord operates. Uh Everybody really operates, on our grown man. And when you go to that Discord and see this thing unfolding and seeing how, some of the language being used, and it's just like, bro, like if you got caught, just own it. Yeah, Fresh. They was talk, not people, not people. So you see, this is saucy, isn't it? You want me to bring? Do you want to see the whole chat? All right, press 1 if you want me to go back to the Discord to show you the interaction. Press 2 if you want to talk, bring up your boxing fights. I'm here. I'm here for you guys. This is your chat. Tell me what you want. 1 for the Discord. 2, talk about the fights that we just won on. You let me know. 2, the fights that we just won on. All right, Mateo. It's interesting. I can't lie. Let's talk boxing. Let's do it. I'm gonna then go here. Yeah, they got to join the. Oh yeah, if you're in the Discord, you could go. You could go read it. Good idea. This one. So Julius, Conway versus Litter is a close fight next week, and I'm leaning the distance. Let's have a look. The odds are actually out right now. Guys, we have fights on Tuesday. So we have fights my Australia Tuesday, you guys in America, your Monday. And then this fight, Conway and Liddard. George Liddard versus Kieran Conway, 210, 184. I kind of, off jump right now. I kind of like just off jump, just looking at this, I'm already leaning on Conway. Just off jump. But I'm gonna do my due diligence. I'm gonna do my film study, and I'll do a breakdown. I'll do a stats on live video, guys. All you level 2s out there, guys, if you guys aren't in our Discord, click the link that's pinned in the comment section. As you see all the boys, Julius's comment pinned. You see they got the check by the blues, the stars. They're insiders and they're in the Discord. It's a couple bucks a month to get in the Discord. Click that link that's pinned. Also, if you guys are level 2s, if you want any fights featured here going into fight week, let me know and I'll do a specific Statstone Live feature for you guys. They got to join the Discord. Yeah, that's true. I got Parker beating more. Is that already? That's already coming up. That's nice. Guido is easy money. I'm leaning Conway too. And we got to get you in there, mate. And it's popping. And get in there. It's the link is pinned. It's a YouTube join link. You become an insider here, and then you get access to the Discord. A lot of live betting too. There was a lot of money on the live betting. TJ Muscles to go the distance. That's absolutely hilarious. What's up, Kyle? I'm late tapping in. How about that, Guido? Yeah, man, we were spot on. We were good. We were on good money. You know where I felt. You know where I kind of. And I'm still learning. There's a lot to learn about the betting gambling side of things, in terms of like how to strategize. Looking back, I put all the underdogs on one ticket. I put Bilal, I put Guido, and I put Dave Allen on one ticket. I did sprinkle a lot on Bilal. That was my best win. A couple hundred on Bilal Fawad on the money line, and that was paying me $3.25. So that was a good one. But looking back, it's like, man, that was the only read I missed, was the Dave Allen read. And I'm salty because the Guido money line, we saw that all week too. And it's always easier said when the fight's over. But yeah, I'm gonna make some adjustments moving forward with I'm just pissed off I put them all on one ticket. That's all I'm gonna say. Dom, 10-8 Chilltown. Yeah, I think he 10-8 him. He might have been a 10-7, to be honest, because there were receipts. There were receipts put out. I mean, where did Chilltown pull up that ticket from? Like, that's the question. Where did Chilltown? Where the hell did he find that ticket? That's the craziest shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. This dude. This. Chilltown sees. That's the crazy, and this is why I love, dude. And I'm with my girl when this is playing out. We're at like a street fair. It's sunny out. It's summer here. We're eating ice cream, walking around, sunglasses on. I got my flip flops, live music, and Chrissy's like, my girlfriend's like, I want all of your attention. And I'm like, Chris, shit is popping off in the Discord. This shit is saucy. And I told her what was going on, and the whole rest of the afternoon, she's like, what did he say? What did he say? And where did where did TJ pull that old ass ticket from? That's the craziest shit to me. That needs to be studied. TJ was, and then you want to see the explanation. He didn't really give one. He was doubling down. For all the boys in the Discord who know what Muscles was doubling down, getting defensive. It was getting I got the whole chat, man. The whole chat's pretty insane. I'm surprised you guys you guys who are in the Discord who are YouTube content creators. I mean, you could clip that shit and get sauciness. You know what I mean? If you wanted to clip it, you could clip it. I give you permission to clip it, but the ticket was in our Discord a long time ago. Okay, so DJ says, was it? Yeah, because the OG ticket dates back. The OG ticket dates back to 2023. You know what I mean? I forgot to show you this. I gotta do one more. TJ texts me. He goes, I found this bullshit ticket from 2023. This is insane work, dude. So it's right here, right? 2023. This shit is interesting though. For all you guys saying we want to just talk about boxing, this shit is fucking interesting, dude. That TJ found this old ass ticket from 2 years ago. My phone's blowing up, dude. and then and then and then he posts that. That's the one he posts on the left. That's insane to me. TJ solving the enigma of the fake ticket. Let us know he was part of that. Oh shit! You think TJ isn't part of the intelligence agency? Posting fake tickets indeed crazy work. He want to be involved, and that's interesting. Oh shit, chat. Oh shit, chat. Rando Light. This is not the first time Chilltown and Muscle went at it. Shit. Was it over this, Rando? Was it over like fake ticket? Guys, I'm new to the whole Discord thing. I'm new to the whole this part of the game. I'm an old boxing head. You know, I'm old school. Has this happened before in your Discords where folks were accused of doing fake tickets? Cause this right here, man. This shit right here. This shit right here. This looks suspect. Like, I had to say something. This is crazy. This is crazy, dude, when you think about it. Kyle, what did you post? TJ working part-time for the CIA. TJ a PI. For real? Boxing, we know TJ's in the right because of how defensive. Yeah, man. That's right. That's what I didn't like how defensive he was being, man. It was, you know what it reminded me of? If I pull the boys in the Discord, I used to have, so in college, my old college roommate was one of these guys who would cheat on his girl all the time. Every girl my old roommate would date, he would cheat on. And every time he would get caught, he would obviously A, deny it, B, double down like he didn't get caught. But then, like, in the days after when he got caught and they're still together, he would just be like obsessed over her. He would like be crowding her. He would be like always around her and wanting to like be close. And the behavior after this shit got called out, it reminded me kind of that, because Muscles was in the chat going, being very active, and just his behavior after this, it to me, it reminded me of the behavior of when my college roommate used to get called out for cheating on his girl, and how he would act after he'd get caught and be like, bro, just admit it. This shit right here is wow. See, all right, so this is interesting, right? Guaranteed others are also posting fake tickets, but more legitimate. Do you think so? See, I must be super naive, man. Because, but don't you think? But don't you think if you're posting fake tickets, what do you get out of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, and if the guys are posting fake tickets, what do you? Are the ones posting fake tickets trying to say that they do it for a living? This shit. I mean, you could have done a better job than that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to post a fake ticket, don't you think? So that means, peep game on this. That means that he thinks that nobody remembers, or he thinks that because this Bilal Fawaz was not a 2-1. You know what I'm saying? Muscle says he bets at casinos, but he shows his face on YouTube as if the casino won't see him and ban him. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm sure this story is developing. Let's have a look at I kind of forgot that yeah, that shit was wild. Joseph Parker, is that this weekend? Joseph Parker versus Wardley. No, that's not this weekend. That's in 2 weeks, right? When's Joe Parker fighting? Yeah, that's in 2 weeks. Next week, we got not a lot of action. We got midweek boxing we got Japan boxing in 2 days. We got Shannon Ryan fighting Kieran Conway. Danny Garcia. Is that Danny? Is this? Hold up. When did I miss this shit? Is this Danny Garcia? DSG's fighting again. I didn't know this. I don't know how happy I am with that. He did not look good in his last fight. DSG. He looked suspect. When you get a guy who posts like $1,000 ticket, it might make the guy who places a $10 ticket. And this is, bro, and this is exactly the point TJ was making. So they fake the ticket, make it look like large amount to praise them. Yeah, man, that's all. That shit is crazy. That shit's way over my head. Roman got robbed versus Smalls. Yeah, so I didn't play this fight, but if you guys were on the live chat all week, I told you guys those odds were effed up. I didn't take I didn't play Roman Vasquez versus Tamir Smalls, but all week I was sprinkling. I said, guys, man, this fight, I think Roman Vasquez was what? He was a big underdog, and I was like, I don't see it. I was like, this is going to be a real close competitive fight, and I was out when that fight happened, and I guess it was close. I guess so close that JP says that it was a robbery. So I can't really comment on the outcome, but I did hear it was close. Sal's Blog Talk, appreciate having you, brother. Wherever you guys are tuning in, because you like this video, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Join our Discord. The link is pinned in the comment section below. Sal says, what's good, Johnny? Great night of boxing. I low-key caught this the first time I saw this ticket, but I was like, nah, I'm tripping. Guido and Ennis dogs. Yeah, well, Guido was the dog. Ennis was a big favorite. But if you took Ennis by knockout, even Ennis by knockout was only $1.26. That's why I didn't play it. But I think the money was either going to go Ennis over or under. And I know if Julius is still on the chat, I'm pretty sure it was either Julius, maybe Fresh BX. All week they were saying Ennis in the under, and that definitely hit. Ennis looked like the best fighter in the world tonight. I'm not saying he's the best fighter, but yeah, his performance, he was like, holy shit, man, this guy in that moment looks like he's the best fighter in the world. And you know his haters are going to say, who did he fight? Fighting cans. And his fans are going to call him the best fighter in the world. So we're about to witness this, guys, because Canelo's on his way out, Bud's on his way out. We are about to, and Tank Davis lost the shine and all that good stuff. We're about to witness a whole new level of glaze with Boots, by the way. So you guys better be ready, because I know a lot of you Boots fans, especially like Philly guys in here, you guys have been with Boots since day one. You know, you guys remember watching Boots coming up through the amateurs. But you guys are going to wake up tomorrow and there's going to be a whole influx of Boots casuals who are going to be talking about like Boots is. So just be prepared for that. It's boxing. You know, it's kind of what makes our sport go round. Swift, DSG is fighting. Chris Colbert's fighting. I'm here for it. That's a good card. For real? How did I not? I did not know. I didn't know this was coming around. DSG, Chris Colbert, and Gabe are fighting. Look at Gabe still having a little second go. Look at Gabe having a little second go. Talk about Chris Colbert, mate. The fall off, man. You know, I'm not bashing him, but dude, boxing's such a brutal sport. You go from before the stoppage, viral knockout loss to Rio. Chris was that guy, dude. Chris Colbert. He was ticking all the boxes. He was marketable. People were high on him. And hopefully he has a good performance. I'm all about the comeback story. What do you think of the Padley fight? I got to see the last half of the Padley fight. I woke up. So I woke up this morning like 6 a.m. and Padley versus Reese was in the 5th round. And the announcers were making it sound like Padley lost every round. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? And I was sweating because I had Padley on a sneaky parlay. We picked him to win. I had him on the money line like $1.30. And then from every round I saw, Padley looked in control. And then, he won a decision. But I guess some of the people, the guys who were commentating were shocked that the scorecards were that wide. Like I said, I missed rounds 1 through 5. I saw 6 onwards, and Padley was in total control. So that's all I could say about that. Tubbs watching on catch up, but not a good look not a good look for Muscles, man. I know it kind of bums me out more than anything. The whole Muscles controversy, it just kind of bums me out. You know what I'm saying? I like everybody being copacetic. I like a positive thing, and that's what we have here for the most part, and that's what we still do. But like seeing, we don't need to be bragging. I actually don't like. That's why I always blurt out how much I bet, because it's like not about, for me, it's not about betting. You know what I mean? And the last thing in my reasoning, somebody once asked me why I block out how much I bet or how much I even win, is because I don't want to make anybody feel inadequate or give the wrong impression about what the intention is on why I'm even placing bets. It's not to get rich. It's not to be a professional bettor. That's not my thing. It's for the love of the game. I love boxing. It's my favorite sport. I put a lot of time into what I do. And so when I find out that people are, quite possibly allegedly faking winning tickets and putting them up in the Discord, it's like, what the fuck, dude? That shit, it just bums me out more than anything. Boots looks good, but he's still fighting 30-year-olds. He desperately needs a dance partner. Facts. Anybody know how James Crunch Time did? He's from that call board era. I'm not sure, man. Chukachin fought. Chukachin fought today. Chukajan. I've heard it pronounced Chukachan. Chukachian. I always say Chukachin. And then, you know who else fought? Old mate. He's like 58. Victor Postel. Victor Postel fought today, which is insane. Victor Postel fought a bloke. He got the dub. I guess Victor Postel got an easy victory. He got the little dub. I love when the old heads fight. They rob. So is Julius right with this, guys? Is Julius on track when he says they robbed? You said they robbed him blind. Padley, British level at best. Ryan Gardner would wash him. You know what? I just felt like Padley, he definitely needs to be more defensive responsible on his exits. You know what I mean? If Padley fights a guy with a little bit more speed or a little bit more power, he's probably going to get dropped or stopped again. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I didn't like with what he was doing was when he was punching with Bilotti and he'd throw his combo, bink, 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 and he'd weave out of it. on his exits, he'd drop his hands. Very amateur stuff. And he would back up with his head here. And the first thing you're taught when you're boom, 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 exit, you extend the back leg and you back up with your back leg, never with your torso here, because you don't want to get your chin in the air. But yeah, there were a lot of things. I mean, he's gonna work on some stuff. There's a lot of stuff to work on. I don't think he's. Yeah, people were saying going into this fight, Padley's like world level. I didn't see it. I wasn't one of these guys saying he was world level. I was actually started the week telling you guys that I thought that Padley should be on upset alert. It wasn't enough for me to take Reese, but I felt like people were overlooking Reese, and the only reason I went with Padley because Reese just fought against Gardner and got stopped late. That was my reasoning, and it looks good on paper, right? It looked good now because we got the dub. George Litter versus Conway prediction, and I'm gonna do a breakdown video. Right now, I like Conway. Right now, I like Conway. That's not my official prediction. Okay, so Adu says Bilotti outworked Padley most of the fight. Like I said, I watched it from like round 6 onwards. I didn't see it. I mean, but I didn't see the first half of the fight. There's nothing that Bilotti did in the rounds that I watched that was saying that he was outworking him. To me, the round, like, I missed the first half of the fight. The second half of the fight, it looked to me that Padley was, figuring him out and had his timing down, and he's not world level though. I would take Gardner versus him too. The only GK can't lie muscles was sus. We have to keep some accountability in the Discord if we're gonna build a community up. That's right. No, yeah, it's growing. Only GK. We need to get that. You need to get that membership back up, Playboy. See, I'm doing it. I'm doing an honor system too. You guys who sign up on YouTube, Johnny says Boxing Insider, you get access to the Discord. I could tell who's paying because you guys have the check with the blue stars. Yeah, so whenever you can, update that membership, GK, big player. Boxing. The problem with Karen Conway is that I still need to do my tape though. Boxing. Yeah, I need to do my tape. That's just my, straight up intuition right now. My first, just my first thought when I see the odds. I need to watch more tape. That's no way my official prediction. Conway's an underdog right now. Maybe that, that kind of led me to say what I'm saying right now. Conway, $2.10 on paper against Littard. $100 gets me my money back plus 110. I like that. Right now, I like it. We'll see what happens. Only GK, my guy. Asking how shall receive. See, and this is why, guys, some of the boys behind the scenes want me to put the Discord behind the paywall, but I like it better this way. It's an honor system this way. You sign up on YouTube. It's a couple bucks a month. And because if I do the paywall on Discord, we didn't start it that way. You know what I mean? I don't want the vibe of it to change when, I'd have to make everybody, I think you have to put your details in on another app. I didn't want to do that. That's the reasoning. But GK, appreciate you. Shannon Ryan's fight can be fun. Are you guys, the Shannon Ryan fight? What do you think about like some of these matchups? Should we just pull that whole card up? Oh, Shannon Ryan. I was getting confused. I thought this was Sandy Ryan. This is Shannon Ryan. You guys stoked about this fight? I got to do more work. Boxing, you can look at the user profile on Discord and add your notes. You can put the YouTube name in the Discord profile page. You can put the I could do that, but then that would also put me in a situation I have to micromanage you guys. You know what I mean? Like even as a coach, and how at one time in my life I was in charge of groups of people. I'm not one of those leaders where I blow the whistle and yell. I'm not a loud talker. I lead by example. What's a better term for it? Yeah. There's an adjective I'm thinking of. But yeah, it's kind of, I don't want it to turn into that. Sandy Ryan does push-ups. Sandy Ryan does push-ups. Terry Harper has short videos for working out from behind. This is what I'm told. Oh yeah, come on now. I'm here for. But this is Shannon Ryan, not Sandy Ryan. Terry Harper, isn't that crazy? Terry Harper from behind, mate. Boy. Terry Harper, boy. There's girls out there throughout the world who pay to get implants to look like Terry Harper from behind. When I was coming up, we would say she got cakes. Do they still say that? I don't know. This is a fun fight. Right here. This is a fun fight. TKV. Fraser, is that coming up this week too? We have a lot of work to do. The weekend's not even over yet. It's still my Sunday. It's your guys' Saturday night. Do you have to be? No, you don't. No, JP, you don't. No, you don't have to be a high roller, mate. It's a couple bucks a month. It's a bunch of people like myself. I run it, but it's filled with people. Everybody. Some people are just learning. They're in the Discord to learn about boxing, and we have it separated. NBA's about to start. Shout out to Gil. Gil just had me start an NHL tab. I'll show you guys what I mean. For the boys who aren't in the Discord yet, I'll show you what it looks like. The tabs, by the way. we're still on. Okay. So if you look on the left here, the left of the screen, I'll get my big head out the way so you can see it. To the left of the screen, it's obviously a boxing Discord, but over the time we've started it, the boys have asked for an MMA channel. So your membership gets you into this whole Discord, right? And there are professional bettors in there, but there's also guys who are doing it just for the community. The number one thing is the community, right? But then there's an MMA channel, the bet slips. So you put your bet slips. There's Johnny's picks. So you could decipher, you want to see what I'm betting on. You go straight to that. The NFL, the soccer, and Gil just had me do the NHL, and then basketball starting. The only ones I really mess with are boxing, and then obviously Johnny's picks. But there's guys in the Discord who make money off soccer. I don't even go in that one. There's guys in the Discord who make money off of NHL. The NHL one's popping. Yeah, JP, the link is pinned in the comments. So JP, the link is on YouTube. So it's Johnny Says Boxing Insider on YouTube. The link's pinned. That first one that says join our insider group. Click that. It's a couple bucks a month. You sign up through YouTube. You get access to the Discord. That's how you get in there. Julius, October 25th is money day. Are we eating? We're eating? Let's eat then, Julius. Mankey, are you serious? Mankey, if you want me to add a cricket thread, I will. Whatever you boys want, I'll add the thread. Obviously, it doesn't hurt. I can't believe how, dude, the NHL one and soccer one's popular. This comment right here is wild. This comment right here. This comment right here is wild. Ping pong thread. Cats need a arm wrestling thread. I told you Boots was getting an early knockout. I caught a nice parlay. Yeah, you did. Stacks. Shout out, mate. Where'd Stacks go? That one. I told you Boots was. No, you boys called it. That's a good read. Boots came out there and looked exceptional. Just want to see what the Discord's saying. Shout out to King. King just hit. Damn. But yeah, so guys, I'm gonna lock it up. We got the weekend. We got